Enoch Burke has been sent to jail for the last time, and this time it is life in jail, life in prison indefinitely, until he purges his contempt, until he decides that he will not show up to Wilson's hospital school anymore. But of course that would be conceding to the woke mob, and I truly believe that Enoch Burke is in the right, and he should do everything he can to push back against this woke left-wing lunatic mob that we are all fighting today. He says finally he's going to take his case to the Supreme Court. We have a bunch of different videos to react to today. It's crazy. They finally arrested him. Of course, he got sent to jail already for 500 days, incarcerated in Mountjoy prison. He has his own key to the actual jail cell, to the prison cell. So it's crazy stuff, guys, the way this has gone. And for those who don't know who Enoch Burke is, he was a teacher at this hospital school, extremely professional guy, extremely educated, super high IQ. This guy is one of the smartest guys in the country, you know, let alone in Europe, okay? He was told by the principal of his school that he has to basically call this 14, 15-year-old by the them, they pronouns, and then if he doesn't, he'll get reprimanded. And of course, he told the principal, no, because of my Christian faith, it does not allow me to do this nonsense, this trans woke ideology. And of course, he's correct. Ireland is a Christian Catholic country. And the teacher fired him. He fired him, so he just kept showing back up to school to do his duty as a teacher, and they wouldn't let him do his duty as a teacher. Completely disgusting stuff. Now, a High Court judge has told Enoch Burke his preferential treatment has ended and he'll remain in Mountjoy prison for Christmas and beyond until he purges his contempt. At a hearing which has just ended in the past few minutes, the former teacher told the court his plans to take his case to the Supreme Court. Let's go live now to our courts correspondent, Deborah Naylor, who is at the hearing and joins us now. So, Deborah, what can you tell us?
Well, Colette, the purpose of today's hearing was to deal with matters arising from the judgment of Mr Justice Brian Cregan last month, which described Enoch Burke as a baleful and malign presence at the school where he used to teach, Wilson's Hospital School, and said that he'd been stalking the teachers and its pupils. And it said,
you know, that's pretty harsh, and this is what they try and do now. The accusations are the punishment. We don't know what he's doing inside the hospital school. We haven't seen any videos of it. But what the mainstream media now, what they're trying to say is he's stalking the students, he's stalking the teachers, he's maybe a pedophile. You know, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to build this case against him now. I guarantee they're softening us to this idea. Maybe Enoch Burke is attracted to the kids, you know, and this is what they try and do. They try and defame your name. This is all the media does, okay? The accusations, the constant rhetoric of putting him through the flipping ringer every single day in the news, every week in the news. He's a bad guy, he's a bad guy. Makes you start to think, well, maybe he is a bad guy. Maybe he is a weirdo attracted to this, and, you know, he's trying to stalk the teachers. He's stalking them. Maybe he's, you know, looking at them when they're in the bathroom. They're all trying to build up this rhetoric, you see? And this is what the scumbag mainstream media do. And for me, guys, my beef is bigger than the Irish government. I don't really give a shit. The Irish government, we can vote them out, but the media in this country are scumbags, guys. These are independent journalists that want to slander and destroy your name. And just, truth be told, anyone that has any sort of status in this country, okay, whether you're a flipping businessman, business owner, whether you're a principal, whether you're a big time guy in this country, let's say you have a lot of power in this country, the mainstream media is coming to slander you. I mean, they are coming to absolutely destroy your name if you don't agree with the left-wing woke agenda, okay? So I'm waiting that day, guys. I can't wait for the day they start plastering my name and start saying, oh, this guy's bad. If this YouTube channel gets big enough, that is 100% going to happen. And somebody bookmark this video, because I have no power now. I'm a complete nobody right now. But if you were to get enough power, and if you were to get enough of a following on social media especially, they fear that, guys. And they will slander you endlessly. He's stalking the kids. He's stalking the teenagers. You see what they're trying to do? They're trying to build up this sort of like bullshit narrative. And he's not doing anything. He's standing peacefully outside of his classroom waiting to teach because that's his duty as a teacher, a principal. He got fired for a nonsense reason. Okay.
That Enoch Burke was no more entitled to trespass on the school grounds than he was to rob money from a bank. And
trespass on the school. It was all good just a week ago. A week beforehand, he was teaching the kids. He was having a good crack with the principal. He was friendly with everybody. As soon as they brought in this bullshit woke narrative, okay, you have to call them by their pronouns. Then next week you're trespassing. You know, you see how quickly they turn things around? 1 week, you're good to go. The next week, you're trespassing and you're going to go to prison for it.
The judgment returned ENOCH Burke to prison for contempt of court. Now, today's hearing, which lasted over an hour, concluding in the last few minutes, was attended by ENOCH Burke, who was produced in person from Mountjoy Prison, where he is now behind bars for the fourth time. It dealt with a total of 6 issues, and among those was an update on ENOCH Burke's appeal against his dismissal from Winsells Hospital School. And counsel for the Board of Management at the schools told the court that a reconstituted disciplinary panel would convene a hearing in Athlone later this month. However, we heard that it's ENOCH Burke's position he does not want that appeal to be heard, because he plans to appeal part of his case to the Supreme Court. Specifically, he wants to appeal 2 judgments of the Court of Appeal, which he claims diametrically oppose findings as to why he was disciplined by Wilson's Hospital School. He was further asked today by Mr. Justice Brian Cregan if he planned to purge his contempt and give the court an undertaking that he would not trespass at the school. ENOCH Burke, who does not accept that he is in contempt of court, told the court he does not plan to purge it, and he was told that he would effectively no longer be given preferential treatment. He would not be released from prison for Christmas, for Easter, for the summer holidays, up until he purges his contempt.
Bollocks. The man doesn't need holidays. He doesn't give a shit, guys. What are they talking about, purging his contempt? His life is over. You know, it makes me sad. It hurts my soul, because as a man, guys, your job is everything. Your job is your life as a man. You know, you have to provide. The only thing a man does, okay, after like 25, 30 years old, after your partying days are over, your college and your education, what you can produce, how you can help the country, the world, how he can give back. This is his life, guys. His life is over. Whether he's in jail, whether he's dead, it doesn't matter, guys, because his work is everything. For a man, that's everything. Women are different. A lot of women get their purpose from having kids, raising a family, which is great. But for men, guys, it's what we can provide, how hard we can work day to day in our business, in our workplace. His workplace is done now, and his life is completely over. His life is over. Nobody will ever hire you if you go to prison for 500 days. You know, that your first thing your employers are going to say is, you've been to prison. This is his only option, guys. In Ireland, we do this thing called vetting, like background vetting, before you go to work with, you know, kids or whatever, stuff like that. He won't be able to get Garda vetted again. They'll say, no, you've been to prison for too long. You could be a danger to these kids. You could be a danger to whoever you're teaching. He'll never work again in this country unless he wins this court case. So he better.
And he was also told today that the court was also told that the Attorney General is now considering whether or not criminal contempt proceedings should be brought against Dr. Isaac Burke, Martina Burke, Amy and ENOCH Burke over their conduct in court, and we expect to hear an update on that issue in a fortnight's time.
See what they're going to also try and do as well? The mainstream media is setting it up where they're going to bring the family to court. They're going to bring Josiah Burke to court. They're going to bring Martina, the mother, to court as well. They're going to put the whole family in prison because they refuse to accept the woke, LGTB, trans bullshit ideology. This is now Ireland. This is where you take the stand here. I mean, that's it, guys. That's it for me. I mean, I would be like, okay, well, we're going to just fight this till our last breath because there's nowhere else to go. Where else does he have to go? Where else does the family have to go? The family support him 100%. You see, the most dangerous thing in the world is your family supporting you 100%. A lot of people nowadays, most people, are very individualistic. Their family doesn't support them in anything that you do. Okay, no job, no nothing. When you have your family, when you have Christianity behind you, when you have all this pushing behind you, it's an unwavering force, guys, and they will win. ENOCH Burke will win, okay, 100%. It's great to see them fighting back. This is legendary stuff. And just in regards to the actual court case, I thought that it was in the Supreme Court. It says a high court judge. So he said that he's going to take it to the Supreme Court. I actually thought this was already in the Supreme Court for some reason. I don't know why, but if he takes it to the Supreme Court, I think he could probably win, guys. I think he probably will win if he takes it to the Supreme Court. So definitely he should keep pushing for that. Just have another video, the last video I want to show you today. This is him actually going to the court back and forth from prison on ENOCH Burke's official X page. It says, Judge jails ENOCH Burke for Christmas with effective life sentence. So he's never getting out, guys. So what it means is he'll be effectively in jail or prison forever unless he refuses to show back up to Wilson's Hospital School, which isn't going to happen. He is going to win. But let's watch this quick little video here. Let's see what actually happens. So he's in chains, guys. They have him now in chains. Nice little visual here.
Okay. This is Enoch Burke, the teacher who has refused to deny his Christian belief and bow to transgender ideology.
Oh yeah.
We're here at the forecourts again in Dublin, where Enoch's case was again before Mr. Justice Brian Cregan. And he had a number of matters to deal with today in relation to the case. But at the beginning he said, if any member of the Burke family so much as speaks, they will be removed by Gardaí. So this is the situation we're in. Lies are being told from the bench. Enoch Burke, his name blackened, the constitution set at naught, the law disregarded, and if a person so much as speaks a word, they will be removed.
Because they don't want the support of the family. Lads, when you have the support of your family, that's everything. An Irish family, 10 of them together. I think they have like 12 kids or some crazy shit. They all got like 600 points in their leaving cert. They all got first class honours in their University of Galway degrees. I mean, these people are one of the most highly educated. I mean, guys, I'm a retard. I got like 280 points on my leaving cert. They got 600. They got a first class honors. I got like a second class shitty, barely a shitty second class honors. These are the most highly educated people in the country. They're not allowed to defend their brother, their son. I mean, it's unbelievable, guys. I mean, this is the worst case I've ever seen in my life, man. The judges in this case are just left wing. They don't give a shit about the law. They don't give a shit about religion. Like, it's just, imagine seeing a Christian man in his own country. I would say, no, absolutely give him his job back. Absolutely. Is he teaching the class well? Okay, perfect. You don't have to agree with everything. When you go to teach a classroom, you don't have to agree with what these people are saying. You just have to listen, maths, history. You know, he's giving them the whole rhetoric. This is crazy.
By a battalion of Gardaí.
Judge Cregan today has given us a new version of the Constitution regarding religious freedom.
Wow.
He said if Enoch Burke practiced his Christian belief outside the gate, this would never have happened. He said it 3 times today. So he is telling us you can have your religious belief outside the gate.
But that's ridiculous because Ireland is a Christian country. Like, how can you not allow your Christian beliefs to take place inside your secondary school? You know, your primary school. This is just bizarre stuff, lads. I just don't understand it. I truly don't understand, like, and then all the woke left are always posting in my comments trying to say, why don't you be honest, Chris? Why don't you tell the truth? It wasn't about him and the pronoun ideology. It's about X, Y, and Z. And they list off a bunch of different bullshit reasons that the mainstream media are brainwashing them with. No, it's about him refusing to call a 15-year-old a them, they, zer bullshit pronoun. That's what it is, guys. Absolutely 100%. You're an idiot if you think otherwise.
But you know, that's not what the Constitution tells us. It tells us that we have a constitutional right to the free practice and profession of our religious belief in our school, in our job, in our shop, wherever we are, not according to this perverted idea and judgment of Judge Cregan.
The judge brought up an article that he had read this morning on the Irish Independent by Shane Phelan. He began to quiz Enoch on the article. Strange, I must say. Enoch Burke brought that issue again, that there were lies in the judgment of Mr. Justice Brian Cregan from the 18th of November. Lies about that he was a baleful and malign presence at the school, that he was stalking the school, its teachers and pupils, and that the pupils and teachers of the school had indicated in their affidavits that Enoch Burke was a danger, a potential danger to them.
That's what they're trying to say now. They're trying to build this rhetoric. He's a danger. He's a stalker. Maybe he's attracted to the children. Maybe he's a pedophile. You know, this is the rhetoric that they're trying to build. Just understand, this is what the mainstream media does. This is what the whole system in Ireland. It's like flipping. It's like a whole big like conspiracy. Like they're literally trying to like paint this guy as a bad guy. He's not, guys. He's literally not at all. Like, actually look into the case, you're like, oh, this is ridiculous. How can this guy be in prison? And amazing speech by the dad and the brother there. The dad, a legend. I mean, this guy raised some of the most educated kids. He has 10 kids. They're all Christian. 10 kids. I mean, he's putting it down in the bedroom as well. I mean, to have 10 kids. I mean, that's the most Irish thing in the world, guys. You know, this is the most Irish family you can get. And they don't want that anymore. They want Ireland to be a globalist shithole. That's what they want. They hate anyone being Irish, guys. 10 kids, Christian, you know, all this different stuff, teaching of history, talking about the Irish history, 1916. They don't want that, guys. They want a bullshit, woke, left-wing, blue hair, obese, nose ring, green hair society. That's what we have now. I love you all. If you want to support me, hit the join link underneath the video so I can keep pushing back against this mainstream media and the Irish government as well. Because the Irish government are voting for this. They're, you know, from the elites putting pressure top down to prevent this guy from getting his job back. Because it would set a unprecedented case in the country that we wouldn't have to listen to their bullshit left-wing woke ideology if we don't have to. They're neo-Marxist pronouns. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.